It is 6:40. Getting to the gym a little late today, but hitting some deadlifts. Was thinking about PRing, but slept a little later. Woke up a little later. Body's feeling tired. Thinking of just going for a bit more reps today, and then warming up more just to see how I feel. So let's go. Lifting heavy specifically, which is like 2008, 2009, when I had my gym. I have a video back then where I did, I think, 455 or 465, something like that. So imagine 455, the poundage difference is, is 45 pounds from that. Even if it's 65, the poundage difference in that's like 35 pounds. So I've been chasing this goal since that day, which is like 4 or 5 years ago. So, and the unfortunate thing is just I've gotten hurt myself, tweaked a couple things in here and there, had to rehab for 3 to 6 months just to get back to normal. So you do that a couple times a year and you lose out on so much potential progress you could have made because you're spending it recovering, rehabbing, and getting literally just back to normal. So that's the main thing when it comes to injuries. It just takes you out in terms of the potential progress that you can make. So I do everything I can. Warm up, breathe, warm up the diaphragm, warm up the core, put some chalk on, make sure the hands feel good. Use all the belts. It's crazy when I did the 5 plates. And the jump from 4 to 5 plates always feels like really, really heavy. But as soon as I did 5, I was like, wow, I felt it everywhere. And I thought, wow, maybe not today. That's also why I record myself, so that I could tell the difference between how it feels and how it looks. And usually, how it feels and how it looks, especially when you're maxing, there's a bit of a difference. And so it is a bit of a head game, because even though it might have felt really heavy, and the thing is, you don't really spend too much time at your heaviest weights anyway. So I'm like, okay, I thought it felt bad. when I looked at it, it moved smoothly. So that's the main thing I'm looking for. Is as long as it's moving, I don't get stuck at a particular point in the range. Anyways, enough of the talk. Time to crush this 500-pound PR, baby. We can do this. We can do this. Come on. Come on. Come on. Almost there. Come on. There we go. Feels good on the other side. Fuck. Not today. But, come on. Yeah, that's it. Some plate-loaded lat pulls. Let's put off light. Put some weight on this thing. Felt decent. I don't think I'm gonna go straight to 75. I'll do 65. Angle. I'm thinking about bulking. I'm also thinking about cutting, but with the baby on the way, I don't know. Well, I don't have time for either. So 95 now with a little punch. Maybe I just do probably should do a cut, but I'm like getting stronger now, so what I could probably do is just do a slight bulk, maybe the rest of the year, October, November, December, with a bit of a calorie surplus, start tracking my food, and then start of the year, do a 3-month cut. All right, here we go. First working set. This is 75 kg each side. Although I don't really know the true weight, but it's fine. Ah, 10. Number 2. I'm going to try to focus more on the eccentric part. Slow on the way up. Focus on the eccentric. That's the part that builds more mechanical tension. Let's do this. I got 6. I was trying to do 2-second eccentrics. That shit was hard. And I did a max set, the one before. So I'll do it again, just a little longer. See how that feels. Oh, the arms. Arms are getting fatigued. One more. 3 hard sets. 3 hard sets. Lats, rows, and then I got post downs. Post downs. for 8. What was that? That was it. I just realized I didn't look at my last set of deadlifts with flat plates. I know. That shit was stupid fucking heavy. Bottom reps, 20 kg. All right, let's go up. Take my time going up. And just blow the fuck out of this weight. I'll stay here. Gotta build these rhomboids. Gotta build these traps. Go low on the bar. Actually, that feels decent. 30 kg for 8 controlled eccentrics. Because I could do 40 kg for not reps, but like by 8, but not eccentric. So how the back develops with this kind of eccentric for the next few months. Oh, Oh, that was a good set. That was a really good set. The biggest thing when you're thinking about rowing exercises is your shoulder and your elbow. You really want your shoulder to go past your torso, because as soon as it does this and my shoulder and my torso aren't in line, you know that shoulder blade is wrapping around your body, so your traps and rhomboids are getting a bit of a stretch. And then you don't want to think about your hand, you want to think about your elbow coming behind you and your shoulder moving past your torso. So if your shoulder is moving forward and backwards, and then you're focusing on pulling your elbow rather than your hand, because if you go like this, my hand is moving, but my shoulder isn't moving more relative to this. So as long as you focus on those two things, that rhomboid, wow. That's the thing I've been missing. That felt really good. I want to go heavier, but I think with eccentrics and the form, I think 30 kg is kind of all I could do. So there are 2 more sets there. $30 kg, which is like 66 pounds. Focusing more on eccentrics and just getting that stretch. Putting my hand toward the bottom and using wrap so my grip doesn't fatigue. Just doing 1 set at a time so I can really concentrate. Five, 6, 7. Whoa. Put my post out a bit more on that one, but I guess that's the nature of doing rows. Shoot, I gotta go in 10 minutes. I don't think I'll be able to do 3 sets here and then post delts. Come on. Fuck. Okay, this is the first time trying his post-delt flies. Definitely lagging on my post-delts. I don't really need my wraps, do I? Oh yeah, there we go. Get your head supported. Oh wow, I feel that burn. Maybe make a couple adjustments though. That felt really nice. Wow. Do that. A little heavier. Four plates, so that's 40 pounds on a 1-to-2 ratio pulley. It's probably more like 20 pounds. So go to 60 pounds, it's probably more like 30 pounds. So this should feel a little bit better because it's heavier, but a little closer because I felt like my head and my position was a little further out. This is set number 2. First one I did like 20. Probably want to fail closer to 12. Good. A little higher. There you go. Oh, nice. Let's do 2 more of those. 2 more of those. Oh, you're good. You're good. So 80 pounds. So that's 40 pounds. So that's 10 pounds up. 36 kg or about 80 pounds, 79. Face pulls. I want to fail between 10 and 15. Get the post ups nice and fried. Nice and pumped. Oh, 15. All right. Did some hanging in my last post delts, last hanging. Then I need to go. This is 90, maybe 90 pounds, face pulls here. So oh, yeah, that was decent. That was decent. Yo. Check it. Just finished my pull day. So I did deadlifts, lat pulls, some plate loaded rows, and some post delts. So 4 movements. I told myself I wasn't gonna go for 500 because I was feeling quite tired today. Didn't sleep all too well. Slept kind of late, and then I tried it, and my warm-up set before that was 200. Then I went up 7 kg, and I could pretty much tell because the 200 felt 220 before 227. The 220 felt crazy, so I thought I was going to continue, maxing, but I think this is going to be the end of my deadlift max phase. And so what that's called in programming in terms of periodization is your power phase. Your power phase is essentially you being able to do heavier weights with lower volume. Lower volume just means less sets, less reps. So for example, high volume, if you think of just volume as in total reps, if I did 5 sets of 10, that's 50 reps. That's high volume. You probably do something more like that in terms of accumulation. Like you're accumulating more volume, you're getting your body ready for that, but at the same time it's very fatiguing in a more muscular sense. But if you're doing more of a power phase, it's fatiguing and taxing on your CNS, so your nervous system. So I have a warm up now. It's like I do the bar, then I do plates, and I do more at the bottom and then less at the top. I was doing more today, and I was thinking, I was feeling pretty good, warming up my core, warming up with the bar, the plates, all that stuff. But then by the time I got to the 220, that's 485 pounds, I was like, nope, it's not feeling too hot right now. So I'll definitely back off over the next couple of weeks. and do a bit more volume. So maybe, I don't know, we'll see. But like 3 sets of 3, 3 sets of 5, stuff like that, just to build up the base again. And then climb back up. So I did deadlifts today. Then I did plate loaded lat pulls. That felt okay. I mean, the thing is with that one, I don't get a good of a stretch because the arms come out rather than coming in. So what I think I'm going to do is probably throw in some single arm lats just to build and get more of that range of motion and the squeeze at the bottom. And I threw in something for back that I don't normally throw in, but I heard it from what is it called? Renaissance periodization, which is Dr. Mike Estrasol. I think that's his name. And I was watching a video where he was kind of looking at Sam Suleks' workout and was like, oh, he's young, he's strong, but telling him rather than focusing so much on the concentric of movements and like foregoing eccentric, he'd get more return on investment, more bang for his buck if he just focused a little bit more on eccentric. So I was like, you know what, for my lats and for my rows, that's what I focus more on. So for the lats, as I was getting heavier to 75 kg each side, although like it's not really that true to weight because of the pulley, I was trying to focus and trying to like hold it on the squeeze. And then same for the single arm rows. And anytime you do single arm rows, anytime you do single arm rows or any single body part movements, it takes twice as long naturally. So I was doing the plate loaded rows, and then I was only doing 30 kg. I could easily do 40 to 45 kg, but I wouldn't be focusing on the eccentric. I have to go lower, which is fair. It's about easily 25% lower in weight. But I did feel a bit more contraction in the rows. So now I know what movement to do. Now I know how it feels. Now I know how to execute it better. Obviously, it's going to take a little bit more practice than one workout, but with practice comes improvement, which is great. And so one of the things I always think about is if you're just getting familiar with movements, if you're just getting familiar with your body, it is going to take some time to learn how to execute and exercise a certain way. And so that's what a lot of people in fitness and bodybuilders call mind-muscle connection. Because as you're moving it, you want that muscle to pull your joints, because your muscles are attached to points. They don't push, they pull your joints in. And so you want the muscle to pull the joint, and so you have to learn how to position yourself. You have to learn how to do the movement, and then also you don't want to overload it to where it starts to sacrifice your form too much. So yeah, the rows felt really good. I'm going to make sure I do more of those. And then for post delts, this is a bit of a new movement. I did a Sam Sulek lying, pronated supine lying, face pull with your back supported. And so I was doing 90 pounds, although it's not 90 pounds. It's probably closer to like 30, 40 pounds. And now I got the right weight. Now I practiced the movement for maybe 3 to 4 sets. And I was doing higher reps. I started with like 20 and then 15, things like that. Wow, there's a lot of traffic here. Always in the morning. I did about 3 to 4 sets. Yeah, I did about 3 to 4 sets. And in the end, I'm like, man, my post delt felt a good pump, which is nice. And so now I have an exercise that can focus on the post delts. So it's nice being able to watch and see kind of other people in fitness do movements, and you can try them out. You can incorporate them to see how your body responds to them. And so my shoulders really like them, and I'll start throwing them in. getting that, building the lats, rows, and lats, rhomboids, and traps and post delts, and really get my back built. So that's the goal. That's the next goal. Build the back, build the post delts, build the rhomboids, build the lats. So that's the kind of exciting thing with bodybuilding, is you're sculpting more of your body. Whereas with powerlifting, it's certainly more performance. So performance has a lot to do with how well you've eaten, how well you've slept, how well you've trained, and like your programming. So I think I'm definitely going to be reaching the end of my power phase, where I just go kind of absolute highest, and now it's time to go toward the bodybuilding phase of building the body back up. So